Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Going to be giving you my predicted 11 for Manchester United's game against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League last 16 first leg. So I'm going to go with the 4-2-3-1 formation. So the goalkeeper, David De Gea. Ahead of this game against Atletico Madrid, De Gea has said, "I don't see myself away from Manchester United." De Gea will be reuniting with Atletico Madrid. De Gea was in goal in the 4-2 win against Leeds. He did make some good saves in that game. He got caught out though by Rodrigo's cross. It caught De Gea out of surprise, like I mentioned on the match reaction for the Leeds game. Rodrigo attempted to cross it. Don't forget, De Gea got named the Premier League's Player of the Month for January. He has won everything domestically at the football club, and he's made over 500 appearances for Man United in all competitions. This season has been his 11th season at Man United, so reflecting on that, he's been a long servant. He's been with us since the Sir Alex Ferguson era. His contract at Manchester United expires next year. At the moment, De Gea receives £375,000 a week. So he's the second highest earner at the club. Right back, I'm going to go with Diego Dalot. I think he'll come in for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Bissaka played in the 4-2 win against Leeds, and to be fair, he put a good performance out. It was the first time Bissaka had played in a while. Dalot is our first choice right back under Rangnick. Dalot played in the 2-0 win against Brighton. Do you think Dalot will leave Manchester United in the summer? Well, he has been subjected to transfer speculation before. His contract at Man United expires next year. Last season, Dalot had a loan spell with AC Milan, so reflecting on that, he gained some experience, and Manchester United got Dalot from Porto a few years ago now. Man United paid £19 million for him. The two centre-backs, I'm going to go with Raphael Varane and Harry Maguire. I think Varane will come in for Victor Lindelof. Lindelof, of course, started against Leeds recently. Varane did come on in the game against Leeds. Don't forget, Varane was out with illness not so long ago. Varane has endured a few injuries since he signed for the club, but most of the time when Varane plays, he seems to make the difference. Varane is regarded as one of the best centre-halves in the world. He's highly experienced and he's got a good pedigree behind him, because look at the amount of silverware he won when he was at Real Madrid. Manchester United signed Varane last summer, got him for 41-42 million with add-ons included. Man United paid 34 million up front. He's under contract to Manchester United until 2025. There's an option of a further year. Harry Maguire, got to give him credit. He's done well in his last 2 games. He played very well against Leeds recently. Maguire scored for Man United. It was a very good header. The goal came from a corner, and it was the first time Manchester United had scored from a corner this season. Maguire also played well in the 2-0 win against Brighton. In that game, he looked solid at the back. He was good in possession, and he brought the ball out well from the back. He's got to persist with these good performances, though, for obviously the Man United fans to change their perceptions on him, because not so long ago there were a lot of Manchester United fans demanding for the captaincy to be taken off Harry Maguire. Rangnick did say prior to the Leeds game that Harry Maguire will remain Manchester United captain until the end of the season. Manchester United overpaid for Maguire, got him for 80 million. He's the most expensive centre-half in the world at the moment, and is the second most expensive signing at the club. He's been at Man United for over 2 years now, and he's had a few injuries as well since he signed for the club. So yeah, like I say, Varane and Maguire, the 2 centre-backs. Left-back, Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw's done really well, I think, in his last few games. Luke Shaw weren't too bad against Leeds. Obviously, he got the assist for Harry Maguire's goal from the corner. He got forward well at times. Luke Shaw did get a yellow card against Leeds. Some people have said that Luke Shaw could have been sent off. It's good to see that Luke Shaw's regaining his form, because he's had a lot of poor games this season. I thought he was far superior last season to how he has been this season. He's injury prone, which is a concern. Luke Shaw's been at Manchester United for around 8 years, so reflecting on that, he's been a long-serving player. Centre midfielders, I'm going to go with Paul Pogba and Fred. Pogba played very well in the 4-2 win against Leeds. He was good on the ball, his movement was good, he got into good positions, and don't forget, he created that Ronaldo chance. Pogba also came off the bench and got an assist in the 2-0 win against Brighton. Pogba did well in the game against Southampton at Old Trafford. Unfortunately, in that game he had a goal disallowed. He did very well against Burnley at Turf Moor. He scored in that game. That was his first goal of the season, and he did well on his return against Middlesbrough in the Cup. If you do remember rightly, Pogba won the penalty against Middlesbrough, which obviously Ronaldo went and missed. Not so long ago, he said Pogba is open to Premier League offers this summer. Pogba's out of contract at Man United in the summer. Not so long ago, it said Pogba would be open to staying at Man United beyond the end of his contract and revert back to earlier on this season. He said Pogba would be willing to stay at Man United as long as Ralph Rangnick is the manager for next season, because it did mention that Pogba's been impressed by Ralph Rangnick since his arrival. This season has been Pogba's 6th season at Man United since he re-signed. He's played over 200 games since he re-signed. He's won 3 trophies at the club so far. Manchester United paid £89 million for Pogba, so reflecting on that, our most expensive signing at the moment. Fred, yeah, I think he'll come in for McTominay. Fred didn't start in the 4-2 win against Leeds, but he did come on and he made an impact. You know, Fred scored Manchester United's 3rd goal. It was a good goal. Beat Mayele at his near post. Mayele should have done better with that, really. And you know, Fred has had his good games at Man United, but he's also enjoyed a lot of poor games as well. Man United got Fred a few years ago from Shakhtar Donetsk, got him for £52 million. So like I say, I think he'll come in for McTominay. McTominay obviously started against Leeds. He weren't too bad. McTominay did get a yellow card in the game against Leeds, and people are saying, you know, he could have been sent off. So yeah, Pogba, Fred, the 2 centre midfielders. Then attacking midfielder, Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes played very well against Leeds. You know, Fernandes scored Man United's 2nd goal. It was a very good header, and it was a good cross by Jadon Sancho to pick out Fernandes. Fernandes also got an assist in the game. Fernandes also scored in the 2-0 win against Brighton. His goal against Brighton came in the 97th minute of stoppage time. It's good to see that Fernandes is back in form, because he has enjoyed a lot of poor games this season. You know, Bruno Fernandes is one of our best players, and he's certainly one of the best signings we've made since Ferguson retired. You know, Bruno Fernandes has been a Manchester United player for around 2 years. Man United got him from Sporting Lisbon back in January 2020. Revert back to earlier on this season, the ATLETICO said that Bruno Fernandes rejected a new contract offer at Man United. It said Bruno Fernandes' contract talks were postponed until the summer, having turned down an offer last year. And at the time, he said Fernandes was demanding similar money to the top earners at the club. Fernandes receives 100 grand a week at the moment. He's under contract to Man United till 2025. There's an option of a further 12 months. On the left wing, I'm going to go with Anthony Elanga. Elanga didn't start against Leeds, but he came on and he scored for Manchester United. You know, Elanga was the one that wrapped the game up. Elanga should have had another goal as well in the game, because he had a good chance, but he didn't convert it. As you all know, Anthony Elanga got an object thrown at him, and obviously the FA are investigating it. Anthony Elanga has been very good since he broke into our first team squad. Don't forget, when he missed that decisive penalty in the cup against Middlesbrough, he got racially abused, and I totally disagreed with that. Elanga has been part of the club for a long time. You know, he joined Man United's academy at the age of 12. He's now the age of 19. Revert back towards the end of last year, Elanga committed his future to the club because he signed a contract with Man United until June 2026. There's an option of a further year. So yeah, Elanga on the left wing. On the right wing, I'm going to go with Jadon Sancho. We're getting the best out of Jadon Sancho now. Sancho played very well against Leeds. Yeah, Sancho did get 2 assists. You know, Sancho didn't settle in straight away at Man United. But like I say, not every player does settle in straight away. And yeah, we all said, didn't we, before, that he hasn't done well as a lot of United fans expected. Revert back to when we had Solskjaer, we couldn't get the best out of Sancho. Because obviously Solskjaer persistently played him out of position. There was quite a few games Sancho didn't even play in under Solskjaer. Man United signed Sancho last summer from Borussia Dortmund, got him in a deal worth 78 million. Add-ons were included. Man United paid 73 million up front. He's under contract with Man United until June 2026 as an option of a further year. And he did enjoy 4 good years with Borussia Dortmund before he signed for Man United. And centre forward, I'm going to go with Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo weren't great against Leeds. He missed an absolute sitter in the first half. He also had another chance against Leeds when he was one-on-one with Mejele. Mejele saved it. He wouldn't have counted anyway even if Ronaldo had scored it because it was offside. And Ronaldo also got a yellow card against Leeds. Don't forget Ronaldo ended his goal drought against Brighton. It was an amazing goal he scored against Brighton. He should have had more than one goal against Brighton because he had some good headed chances. His overall performance against Brighton was very, very good. Prior to the Leeds game, it said Man United will allow Cristiano Ronaldo to leave in the summer. Well, it said Ronaldo will leave Man United if they fail to finish in the top 4. Not so long ago, it said Ronaldo was set to become Man United's new captain to replace Maguire, but that won't be happening this season because Maguire is going to remain the captain till the end of the season. Do you think Ronaldo should be Man United's new captain? No. Since Ronaldo re-signed for Man United, he's scored 15 goals in all competitions. He's got over 800 goals in his career. He's best player in the world overall. You know, he's won over 30 trophies in his playing career, including 5 Ballon d'Ors. Man United re-signed Ronaldo last summer for 20 million, with add-ons included. He wears a number 7 shirt, and his contract at Manchester United expires next year. There's an option of a further year though. And he's the highest earner at the club at the moment. So yeah, so that's how I think Manchester United could line up against Atletico Madrid. The only major injury Manchester United have got is Edison Cavani. Cavani's had a few injuries since he signed for the club. Cavani will leave Manchester United in the summer. Well, it said not so long ago that Edison Cavani is expected to leave as a free agent in the summer, and it said at the time that Cavani prefers La Liga move. Cavani's out of contract in the summer at Man United. Man United got him on a free transfer from PSG back in the summer of 2020. Tom Heaton, of course, has got an injury, but doesn't get in the team, does he? You know, Tom Heaton's our third choice goalkeeper. Man United got Tom Heaton on a free transfer from Villa last summer. Chong, he's got an injury as well, but like I say, doesn't get in the team. And that's about it. This is going to be an extremely difficult game though against Atletico Madrid. You know, Atletico Madrid have got a very good manager in Diego Simeone. Diego Simeone has been Atletico Madrid's manager for a decade, or is it over a decade now? Atletico Madrid appointed him in back in 2011. Diego Simeone is under contract with Atletico Madrid until 2024. Don't forget, Manchester United have been in for him before. I'd certainly take Diego Simeone as Manchester United's next manager. And Atletico Madrid have got some very good players, you know, like I've already mentioned in that on the preview. They've got Antoine Griezmann. Griezmann is on loan at Atletico Madrid from Barcelona, but before Barcelona, Griezmann was at Atletico Madrid and he was with them for around, 5 years? So far, Griezmann has spent his entire career playing in Spain. Don't forget, a long time ago, Manchester United were close to getting Griezmann. But we didn't get him, and the reason we didn't get him is because at that time, Atletico Madrid got a transfer ban. They've got Luis Suarez. Atletico Madrid got him from Barcelona. Luis Suarez obviously used to play in the Premier League. He's a former Liverpool player. Joao Felix, he's also very good for Atletico. Atletico Madrid got him from Benfica. They have Mateus Cunha. He won't be playing any part in this game, Cunha, because he's out with injury. They have Thomas Lemar. Thomas Lemar's actually out with COVID at the moment. Atletico Madrid got Thomas Lemar from Monaco. They have Angel Correa, Yannick Carrasco. They've got Marcos Llorente, Hector Herrera. Daniel Was. He won't be playing on Wednesday because he's out with injury. And Atletico Madrid's first choice goalkeeper is Jan Oblak. You know, don't forget Manchester United were linked with him a while ago. Don't forget last month Atletico Madrid lost Kieran Trippier. He went to Newcastle. And obviously they brought Daniel Was in to replace him. I think they brought that Daniel Was in last month. Last year, Saul Niguez went out on loan to Chelsea. You know, he's been very poor at Chelsea. And a few years ago, Atletico lost Thomas Partey. Obviously, Thomas Partey did go to Arsenal. So, there you go. And Atletico won their last game 3-0 against Osasuna. Atletico Madrid are 5th in La Liga. But Manchester United are coming into this game full of confidence. You know, we are coming into this game on the back of a 4-2 win against Leeds. The Champions League is the only chance Manchester United have got of winning a trophy this season. You know, the last time Manchester United won the Champions League was back in 2008. We've won the Champions League 3 times. Man United have not won a trophy since 2017. That's 5 years ago now. That's nowhere near good enough to our standards. if Man United actually won the Champions League this season and got a top 4 finish, you could then say that would be a successful season. But I don't see us winning the Champions League. Obviously, Rangnick's aim is for Man United to finish in the top 4. He did mention that not so long ago. As for Ralph Rangnick, he's been Manchester United's interim manager for almost 3 months now. He's Manchester United's interim manager until the end of the season. Then Rangnick is expected to take up a consultancy role for a further 2 years. Not so long ago, it actually said that Rangnick wanted the permanent Man United job. He won't get the Man United job on a permanent basis. So far, Rangnick's managed around 15 games as Man United's interim manager in all competitions. He's lost just 2 games in all competitions so far, only lost 1 game in the league. I've told you I've got a lot of respect for Rangnick. He's a very good coach. He's a German coach, and the vast majority of German coaches are very good. Unfortunately, Rangnick did not get backed in the January transfer window. And actually, Rangnick got promised he was going to get backed at the first. Rangnick's enjoyed 1 transfer window as Man United's interim manager. And Man United enjoyed a very disappointing January transfer window because we didn't make any signings. We should have let Lingard and Henderson leave last month, but obviously we blocked their exits. And we had the incident with Mason Greenwood towards the end of last month. So there you go, and before Manchester United, Rangnick was the head of sports and development at Lokomotiv Moscow. Like I updated you earlier on today, the Athletic have said that Manchester United have begun their search for a new permanent manager. Mauricio Pochettino and Eric Ten Hag are on Manchester United's short list. It said not so long ago that Mauricio Pochettino to Man United is in doubt because obviously Real Madrid are interested in him. Real Madrid want Pochettino to replace Carlo Ancelotti because the Real Madrid president Florentino Perez is unhappy with Carlo Ancelotti. And Eric Ten Hag, as you all know, Ralph Rangnick and Richard Arnold want Eric Ten Hag to become Manchester United's next permanent manager. And a lot of Manchester United fans would like to see Eric Ten Hag get recommended in. Not so long ago, it said that Graham Potter was on Man United's radar as obviously the search for a new manager. You know, Manchester United are looking for the 5th permanent manager since Ferguson. You know, 4 permanent managers have been sacked since Ferguson, even though Manchester United are not really known as a sacking football club. So the managers we sacked since Ferguson, we sacked David Moyes, Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho, and last year Manchester United sacked Ole Gunnar Solskjaer after almost 3 years in charge. There you go. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you with. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel if you do consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon.